Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reviews and I just came from work, so if I'm looking a bit sweaty, I am sweaty. But that said, we're here for a new song from a band that we already did actually. It's been, how long is it? 2.5 months, maybe even already 3 months since we did some Rectal Smegma. Yes, Rectal Smegma, the band that really pushed me into, after seeing them live, pushed me into the slam metal universe, the slam metal verse. And slowly but steadily, I'm exploring the slam metal world. Especially the music, listening to it. So we're coming back with Rectal Smegma. Yes, fans for Rectal Smegma, I hope you're excited for it, because we're gonna choose a random song like we always do. We choose a random song most of the time. I know 11 songs from Rectal Smegma already. That is out. Well, okay, 10 outside of the one that we did for the first time on the channel together. Bloompa, that one we did together, from the album To Serve and Protect. But we're gonna choose a random song, and Spotify is gonna choose for me, and we're gonna check it out. Hopefully it's good, but it's Rectal Smegma, so I have high hopes for it. So let's see which song it's chosen. It is, oh, I know this song. This is a song that I know. This is Menstruation Cocktail. This is from their album Keep On Smiling. This is the second song from that album, and I only know 2 songs from this album, and this is one of them. The other one that I know is Dildo Lobotomy, and that's basically it from this album that I know. This album came from 2009, February 15th. About that's what it says here. And let's just start with Rectal Smegma Menstruation Cocktail. Jeez, English sometimes hard to pronounce if you are not a native English speaker. But this, like I said, this is Menstruation Cocktail. I don't know if they have a video online or not, but we're just gonna check it out here on Spotify. This song is 1 minute and 21 seconds long, and we're gonna turn it up, shut up, and enjoy. Obviously, before we start, leave likes, recommend a good Rectal Smegma song down below in the comment section. Support the band. If you have a chance to see them live, go see them live, because they're really fun. Buy their merch. Obviously, buy their merch. Listen to every song that they have. Buy every album that they have. Share their songs with friends, family, co-workers, whoever that is into metal. Just recommend them to people. Recommend a good song for Rectal Smegma down below in the comment section for me to react to. And let's just start, because I'm rambling on right now. Rectal Smegma Menstruation Cocktail. Let's go. See this. See, I'm so curious how he does that. And I can ask him, next time that I see, next time that I talk to him, at one of their concerts, I can ask him for it, Maybe I will do, maybe, but then I obviously have to remind him. But I think, or he does this maybe with his hands cupped over the mic, maybe, or this is also an inhale. See, I have no clue. The only that I can do, it's all self-taught, So I don't know how I'm doing it, and it's some are from some videos that I've watched, But it's a short explanation from like from how Alex Terrible does his focus. You this, and then you lower it, you lower it in your throat, That's only thing that I've watched a video like that, and some other videos, but it's not really, I didn't really get it still, but so the focus that I can do are self-taught. I never had vocal lessons, so I don't know how he does this. but I would love to learn. Obviously, I would love to learn this. So let's continue and maybe wrap it up with Menstruation Cocktail. It's almost, I don't know. No, we're gonna do you for another time. Yeah, I like this song. You know, it's on my playlist already. You know, I obviously have to say, music like this is sometimes required taste. You know, it's just like drinking beer or drinking coffee. You don't like it the first, or anal sex. You know, it's not. You don't like it the first time you do it. You know, or drinking it, you know, or listening to it. It's not the first. You know, the first time you think, but you know, you try it again and try it again. And oh, I'm actually starting to like it. You know, and the same is with Rectal Smegma. You know, it's. There's probably a song in there that you think, okay, I get it, you know, I kind of like this, but I have to listen to it more and more and more, and then you probably, you know, there's a chance that you dive into it, you know, for, oh yeah, I like this one actually, so let's continue with what other songs do they have. And obviously, you know, if you listen to more, listen to more of this kind of music, you know, you're starting to get more into it, you know, and then in 2 years maybe you think, oh yeah, this, I did like it at first, but I fucking love it right now. You know, I've seen lots of YouTubers, you know, not lots, but you know, some YouTubers that, you know, did metal, you know, are doing metal, and then they say, oh yeah, if I listened to this, you know, 2 years ago, last year, or 3 years ago, I wouldn't have liked it, but right now I like it, you know. And it's probably the same with this kind of music. You know, you have to listen to it and find a band and a song that really gets you into it. Because, you know, if you haven't found that song, you probably, you know, with, you know, obviously with bands, I've listened to one song from them and I thought, yeah, it's not really for me, you know. You know, and then later I found a song that I actually liked from them, and then I start from there on out to listen to them more and more. I did that with Cannibal Corpse, you know. A friend of mine, you know, he was a big fan of Cannibal Corpse, and probably still is, you know. But when I met him, you know, and I was at his home, you know, drinking beer, so that was around 8-9 years ago. Yeah, I didn't like Cannibal Corpse at all. It was too heavy, or Infant Annihilator, you know. I didn't like Infant Annihilator, you know. It was the vocals from Dickie. I just couldn't get into it, you know. For some reason, I couldn't get into the vocals from Dickie. And then, you know, I listened to Cunt Crusher, the drum playthrough, you know, from Aaron Kutcher. I know, you know, people say that it's fake, and I don't know because I'm not a drummer, you know. But yeah, I listened to that. Yeah, that's what I like. You know, just the drum, because there was no vocals. You only heard drum and I think some guitar. You know, and I start to listen to that while more and more and more. You know, I watched that video over and over, and then, you know, eventually I jumped into Infinite Annihilate, and I like them since then. So, you know, it's, some bands are just required taste. You know, you just have to keep at it and keep going, and then you will fall in love with them. You know. Obviously, Rectal Smegma for me was one of those bands, yo. At first, and then I saw them live, and I fucking fell in love with them. They're really fun to see them live. It's probably in France. Yeah, France. They have August 15th. Next year, 2026, sorry, not 2016. They are the Culture Festival 2026 Samedi site de Carampe Carhex. I can't speak French. Plaugue? Plogu? France. Somewhere in France, yo. So buy your tickets, go see them live. And I think that Within Temptation also comes there. Frog Leap? Oh, don't know Frog Leap. Yeah, that. Somewhere in France. So, if you have the chance, go see them live because, like I said, I recommend to see them live because, I like them. I've seen them now twice or thrice. I've seen them live, and it's so much fun. Just to see these bands live is so much fun. So go see them live. Leave likes, recommend a good Rectal Smegma down below in the comment section. I know I rambled on a bit, and it was just maybe 2 minutes of reaction from it because the song is 1 minute and 21 seconds long. But still, go see them live. It's really a lot of fun. Leave likes, recommend a good Rectal Smegma down below in the comments. Rectal Smegma song down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel or recommend a good band down below in the comment section that we can check out. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my second channel, Underdog Eats, where I do food drinks every week. Also from time to time hot sauce and alcohol. Or my third channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music. Link down below in the description. But I want to do this Saturday an album reaction, because I had some technical difficulties this weekend. So we're gonna do that hopefully this weekend. And otherwise we have to let's pick the songs, and just pick them one for one over a span of time. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Like I said, show Rectal Smegma some love. Just show them some love because they're really a lot of fun. I'll see you guys next time.